Tamagami, Ontario. Brody's out in Oak Harbor, Washington. And, of course, we have a lot of bureau chiefs in the greater Pittsburgh metropolitan area. We've got Noah and Daniel and Amy and Jessica and Lindsay and a whole bunch of other people. Now, if you go about a half an hour north on the mighty Ohio River from downtown Pittsburgh, you will run into a town called Coraopolis, Pennsylvania. It's right across the river from all the hoity-toity neighborhoods. And a woman now is in trouble because I guess she got drunk or she got high or something, and she broke into a woman's home and fell asleep on the couch. This is what's called, in the old parlance, the Robert Downey Jr. Coraopolis police charged the woman with breaking and entering, and the woman who owned the home was positively flabbergasted at this occurrence.
Look, and I'm like, yeah, there's really a little white girl laying on my couch.
Early Sunday morning, Tanisha Fisher tells me she fell asleep watching TV in her living room. But when she woke up, she found that she wasn't alone.
Wrapped all the way up, shoes on, big old sandals on, just a hot mess.
Sleeping next to her. This little white girl climbs in and sleeps next to her on the couch. I like the TV reporters who have to cover these because the anchors get to throw it to the girl who's putting the package together. Mm-hmm. But she's got to do the old, she couldn't believe lying on the, she's dressed well. She's got the thing. She's in the woman's living room. And this woman gets to be on TV. That's the fun part. She's like, hey, could we do a story on how this girl fell asleep on your couch? Yeah, sure.
3 years ago, I'd have been like, that might have been me. I could have done that.
You would have been the person falling asleep on someone's couch.
Just find an open door. Sleep here.
Would you have been, would you at least have been complimented when she called you a little white girl?
Of course.
Yeah.
Look how tiny I am.
Look at me. I still got my cheerleader body.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I'm 95 pounds soaking wet. Thank you.
Fisher captured this picture of the intruder sleeping just feet away on her clean laundry and wrapped in her aunt's funeral blanket. Fisher immediately...
Now, there's the ultimate indignity. Now, there's no way that this woman could have known that she was sleeping in this woman's aunt's funeral blanket. Poundcake, I'll defer to you. What is a funeral blanket? You're the one that likes to go on and on and on about the conventions differing between white and black funerals. What is because my dad, at his funeral a couple of weeks ago, there was no funeral blanket that I'm aware of.
It's pretty disrespectful. Mm-hmm. It's for the family when you're not in the actual church where the ceremony is or the funeral is. It's at the grave site, when he's sitting above, the grave, the coffin. The family has a line of chairs, and they throw a blanket over them there. It's on their lap.
Oh.
That's a funeral blanket.
Okay, well, we were all sitting in the line of chairs. There were chairs for my mom and, of course, each of us, the siblings. But there was no blanket.
Yeah, no, there's a blanket.
It was a 90-degree day. There was no way that we were going to get cold. Well, but that sounds more ceremonial than anything else. Irrespective of the weather, you're saying that they will lay a blanket over everyone's lap for what purpose?
No, I'm trying to think. Have I had anybody die in the summer?
See, I was thinking...
I don't remember. It could have been cold, but it's still a funeral blanket, no less.
Okay. I was thinking it was like an in memory, like it had her aunt's picture on it.
It could have. But that's a quilt.
What it meant. Not a quilt, like the one Alan got me made of Bill's naked body. Like it could just be a picture that they put on there in loving memory. That's a cat blanket now.
It's now a cat blanket.
Yeah, but she loves it. That was where my mind went.
We didn't have a funeral blanket. What we all did was we got my dad's face and birth date airbrushed on the back window of our cars.
Yes.
I figured that was more of a fitting memorial.
Cans on the back, just dead.
No cans.
Oh, come on.
It's not a celebration.
Come on, just buried.
So, come on.
I'm slacking hilarities tonight.
Called the police.
I walked them in, and they're just like, huh. And I'm like, I know, right?
Coraopolis police identified the woman as an intoxicated Kelly Bridger, telling me her grandmother once lived in the very home.
That sounds like a sitcom, The Intoxicated Kelly Bridger.
Right?
A week before, she was college student Kelly Bridger. Now, she's the intoxicated Kelly Bridger. And she's going to be played by, I don't know who. Aaron Hayes, somebody.
Where she was now trespassing.
It's not Grammy's house, and there's a big black woman asleep right here by herself. All these black folk right here on these walls. please.
As for how Bridger got into the house,
Sometimes when you slam it, it doesn't go all the way. So when I closed my door, I probably did like that and walked away.
and to make matters worse, Fisher claims Bridger is on Facebook, making light of what was a scary situation for this mother and her daughters.
She's making it seem like it's okay because her grandmother lived. You don't walk in people's houses. She could have came in violent.
Now,
See, the intoxicated Kelly Bridger contends that the house that these people live in now was her grandmother's house.
So she's drunk.
And that's how she's drunk. I'm going to Nana's
recognizes
house.
the house.
That's what happens.
I've woken up in several
But to
basements.
wrap yourself, even unwittingly, in a funeral blanket. By the way, the greater Pittsburgh metropolitan area, Allegheny County, 3 cases of monkeypox now. Ooh. We've got 1 in Cuyahoga County. As of yesterday, they said 1 confirmed case. Anal and genital rashes.
Yeah, Billy, you missed
Legions,
it.
Pustules.
I read the news. I know about all the anal
Pustules.
rashes.
No,
You think I go out of town and I'm not up to date on anal rashes?
Bill's
Come
got
on.
the anal rash app.
Got the-
It geotags you. He goes, I'm going to Morgantown, West Virginia. It's a college town. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, my God. Look at this outbreak of anal rashes on campus.
What's your rash app tag? Yeah.
Yes. I don't... Rash tag Bill Squire.
I had
In town.
I had a close talker last night in the merch line, and
Yep.
I was like, monkeypox. Like, she was very drunk and like right next to me and kept hugging me and telling me how much she loved me.
Did you keep doing the thing where you slowly back
Yes,
up
I'm,
and
like,
they
moving my
follow
face.
you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was a line of people, so I just kind of, she set her beer down, I kind of like just grabbed her beer and handed it to her, and like just went to talk to her. But I really thought that. I was like, because we were talking about how
You bump the beer so a little spills on her. You go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're going to want to go clean that up.
Yeah. No, but we were talking about how that's like, if it is spread through, close contact, I was like, oh my God, COVID.
Monkeypox?
Monkeypox, I'm going to get it.
I think that is, though, that people, because it's not everybody, but there are people that are close talkers, and it's not even just when they're drunk. They're
Right,
just
those
close
people
talkers.
are right. Those are people who do it when they're sober too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
know
that's
why you
gotta
have
be a
to
disorder.
be on my face to say something. I don't understand that.
Right. And
You should be more worried about the fact that they have now determined that cats can pass COVID-19 to humans.
Where's she going to
Just
get it? She doesn't
FYI.
go anywhere.
Huh?
Where's she going to get it?
I don't know. This person with monkeypox said they hadn't been around anybody for 21 days either, and you got to have close contact to somebody to get that.
I don't think my cat is lying about the people she's been around.
Your cat doesn't know who she's been around.
She is an indoor
She's
cat.
got the brain the size of a what pound cake? A filbert. That's right. Brain the size of a filbert. She doesn't know what's going on.
She's an indoor cat. If anything, we would
All
give it
right.
to her.
All right. There were people that were locked down for 2 weeks all by themselves who somehow got COVID. You're telling me your cat's too cool to give it to you? Cases
Yes.
are going up
Where would she
everywhere.
get it?
Yeah, where
It
does
has to
anybody
come
get
from
it?
somewhere.
Where does anybody get it?
The cat is not a social cat. She is an indoor cat, not an outdoor cat. She's not going to parties.
Well, it's redundant to say that you've got a non-social cat.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. Hey, listen. Anytime you want to leave us messages on the iHeartRadio app, you can do it there. There's that little red button, little talkback button. We can get messages from you off there, albeit a little bit shorter, but you can still leave them there for us.
Hey, Alan, I'm here to tell you that Sandusky is definitely not a gay destination. I've lived here for years, and my boyfriend used to own the only gay bar in town. Yeah, the gays suck around here. Love you, bye.
Isn't that the point?
That sounds like what you'd want.
Yeah.
Bye. Why? We weren't saying that Sandusky was a gay mecca. We were joking that they had one gay bar. His boyfriend had the only gay bar, and Poundcake contends, if it's the same place, it wasn't even a gay bar. It was just gay-friendly, which I think a lot of bars are.
It was
if you're
supposed-
spending money, they don't care what you do.
No, it is a gay bar, but straight people infiltrate it because it's a really jumping bar. And I don't know how big the scene is in Sandusky, but I don't know just the gay people alone would be able to sustain that bar.
Well, to hear that dude tell it, he's languishing out there.
Man,
Why not move?
everyone thought it was just a running joke. Like, let's take Cody to the gay bar. And I was
Dude,
like,
it was your idea to
no,
go
it
there.
wasn't. I went the first
Bill
time.
was
'cause I
with
didn't
you,
know.
wasn't he?
Well, he was with me the second time. This is when we were
Oh,
at.
I thought it was the first time.
No, we were with. You're with me and your ex-girlfriend
And your gays. Yeah.
and my gays at Cedar
Two
Point.
ex-girlfriends ago, by the way.
2 ex-girlfriends ago. I really
Get
liked her
it
too.
right.
I liked her too.
But yeah, so
Okay, well, he is there to tell us that it is not a gay mecca.
newsflash.
That's 3.
Huh?
That's 3 ago. That one.
Well, she's an X. I don't have clips of the other ones.
Yeah.
Get me clips of the other ones, and I can keep them more timely. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's changed. Maybe his boyfriend is trying to find a way to get bring that bar back to its former glories. You know, it's going to surprise you. Sandusky, not on the list of the top 10 most gay-friendly cities
In Ohio?
in the United States. I thought maybe Sandusky would show up. The top 10 LGBTQ-friendly cities in the United States.
Lima, Ohio.
That was number 11.
I
They
thought so.
just
Just
missed it. Just missed it. Cleveland's not even on the list. With all
Cleveland Boat Show.
with all of the advances that they've tried to make in the forest city, I don't know what they call it, that the didn't even make the top 10. Cleveland,
Can we guess them?
Well, you
Oh.
can. Everybody knows San Francisco is the number one. I think it's number one gay-friendly and poop-friendly city
So much poop.
on the sidewalk. It's listen, you take the rough with the smooth. You know, they're like, it's a great city for gay people. It's also an amazing city for public defecators.
First place I saw a human take poop on
Yeah.
the ground was San Francisco.
And the beauty of San Francisco is there's so many hills that so much of it rolls down. That's fun too.
Never been to San
Yeah,
Fran.
so
The
when
old
you're buying
adage.
real estate, remember that you don't want a bottom of the hill spot.
You want a top of the hill spot.
Yeah, poop collects there.
Yeah, you want to be at the bottom of Lombard Street. You want to be somewhere in the middle or at the top. San Francisco is number one, yeah.
Chicago,
No.
Atlanta.
Los Angeles,
Atlanta's number 6. No Los Angeles.
New York.
Nope.
None of these. Portland.
No. Portland is
Austin.
number 7.
Ooh, Austin. Good call.
Fort Lauderdale is number 2. Orlando, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Portland, Richmond, Denver, Providence, Rhode Island, where our new boss just came from. So Providence, those are your top 10. Gwen's telling me last night that one of her best friends is moving from Seattle to Phoenix.
Fun.
She's from Seattle. Like when we would go to visit her, that's where we, And I'm like, what would possess you to go to Phoenix now? Where they're like, you turn on the faucet
She
and it's
probably
like,
can't
drip.
help it.
Can't help
She
what?
probably has to go for work or something.
No, she doesn't have to go for work.
Oh, she just wants to go there.
She and her husband and kids are moving. Huh. I mean, they have good jobs now, and so
Right.
they figured that out. But I was like, oh my God, why would anybody be moving to that part of the country right now? When all you see is, they're going to be fighting water wars here in about 18 months. So,
Good thing we got that Lake Erie water.
oh boy. And it's so clean, so
Go
fresh.
scoop a cup
Fresh and so
out.
clean.
Scoop
Gulp
a,
it.
let's go. Scoop a cup of it out.
Get a good swaller of it.
Oh, man.
Somebody at one of my shows was talking about how they were just in Cleveland and they went to Lake Erie, and he goes, I didn't know you shouldn't go in the lake. I'm like, well, now you do.
Well, why would you
Whatever.
know,
I-
too?
Like, yeah, it was
I don't
not
believe
good.
that.
I took a big old swaller out of it, and I was like, uh-oh.
People are going to call me gross or hillbilly, whatever. I have gone.
It's not a matter of belief. They tell you, don't go in the lake.
No, not all the time. There are days when they say, hey, the E. coli count's high, or that you can go on every day that you will look at the water and they tell you if it's good or bad. I have been submerging myself in Lake Erie water since I was a child. Nothing wrong with
That
me.
explains a lot.
Nothing wrong with
It
me.
explains a lot.
Just saying. If you want to be perfect,
Just saying what?
maybe go take a dip
You grew
in
up
the lake.
submerging yourself in Lake Erie?
And people are like, you shouldn't go with it. Don't put your feet in it. It's so gross. It's not.
Listen,
It's not that gross.
There are no pristine bodies of water in this country.
What's
but
the level of gross that you're okay with?
I think
It's not that bad.
The issue is that Lake Erie is so shallow that it can't handle pollution as well, perhaps. It can't absorb that kind of pollution as well as some other Great Lakes can. And so
Maybe.
that's my,
Well, this guy got a rash.
I will
so-
I will never put a toe in Lake Erie.
Whatever, man.
I won't be
like
on
I
the
said,
beach.
I've been submerging
I mean, I've been
myself.
on the beach, but
I got no problems with it. I'm Lake Erie friendly.
submerged
I will go under the water
under the water,
as
not to your,
recently as last year.
not to your neck,
Under. Get my hair wet.
chin, damp.
Rush it around my mouth and spit it out like a fountain.
You go
gonna throw
under
up.
the water in Lake Erie.
Yeah.
What beach?
Usually Edgewater.
Wow. She is living on the edge. Edgewater Beach. Because you could make the case that there are some Erie beaches that might be less odious than others. You go full tilt boogie. I'm going eyes open, mouth open, under the water at Edgewater Beach.
Yeah.
Where there's like full condoms floating up around you.
Oh
I've never seen any of that. When everyone's like, there's condoms, and there's this, and there's that, and there's needles.
I've been to Edgewater Beach. Well, we used to work out down there early in the morning, but I've been to Edgewater Beach like,
How long ago?
I don't know, a couple summers ago.
Because when the Metro Parks took it over, they completely revamped it. And
they brought out the condom relocation
what I'm saying
team?
is that it's different now. It's much cleaner once the Metro Parks took it over.
Who was doing it
beach is
before?
much cleaner.
Nobody.
It was
Nobody?
just like a
It
city
was
beach,
just like
and it
a-
was
yeah.
Well, doesn't the city
not
take care of city
well-maintained.
beaches?
It was
mean,
a Cleveland city
They're
beach, so
supposed
no.
to, but no.
Well, anyway,
I'm
I've
saying
seen
is I'm tired-
Lake Erie whitefish. That's what they call them. I've
I
seen
am
condoms.
tired of Lake Erie getting the hate that it does. I'm not saying it's crystal clear water that you should be drinking. That was a joke. But I am saying you can go swimming in it and
What do
nothing's
you
going to
care
happen.
if people cast aspersions on the body of water we live next to?
Because I'm proud of it.
Proud? You had nothing to
Yes,
do with it.
I made it.
How would you develop a sense of pride over a body of water?
Because my name is Mary Erie Santora because of the lake that I made. I dug
see.
it out with a shovel. Come at me like that. You don't
like
know
the
me.
Grand Canyon.
Yes. My uncle Grover Cleveland. You don't know him either.
Yeah.
Grovis Cleveland.
Grovis Cleveland.
Moses and Grover. Put
Yeah.
together.
He got Lewy body dementia because he was swallowing all that Lake Erie water. Alan, I wonder what a gay man from Pittsburgh sounds like. Hi, I'm Terry. I'm from Pittsburgh. Kind of like that. I mean, yeah.
We did Queer as Yins.
Just normal. I mean,
Queer as Yins.
They're shooting that next fall for the Reels channel.
Grew guy for the Yins guy.
Now, I've eaten fish from Lake Erie. Make sure I'm represented in the class action lawsuit when I pass. Listen, I understand that the fishing is pretty good.
Good perch.
I would never knowingly eat a fish. Well, would I?
No
Yes.
sushi from Lake Erie.
Oh, Jesus. If
Freshwater
anybody's...
sushi is not all that popular.
Oh, boy.
I'm just asking. I don't eat sushi as it is, so I just didn't know. You can you eat sushi from anywhere?
They don't make fresh. Like
you
Bill said,
can
there's no
eat
freshwater
anything.
Fish sushi.
Why?
You can eat anything from
You
anywhere.
can just eat a fish like you're Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Nobody saw those movies? They're very popular.
I did, but was he eating fish?
Yeah.
Oh, guess I missed the fish eating scene. Yeah, no, listen, you can, when we were in the Bahamas, I was telling my daughter this the other day, when one of the times when we were in the Bahamas, and we went to this fish place that we like that's right on the ocean, and they literally have a pier out of the back of the kitchen, and they go back there, and they pull you a fish out of the water, and they cook it, and it comes to your table, whole fish. I eat the eyes out. You got to pull the meat from the whole fish. It's fantastic.
Good for you.
Now, am I going to die from that?
Maybe.
Probably. Would I do that here? Hells no.
I'm
Why?
not saying I would eat the fish.
Because it's probably just my own biases.
I do eat the
Whereas you, now that I know that you had something to do with the construction of Lake Erie,
You're welcome.
perhaps I'll take a little bit of a wider tack there. Still don't know why you derive a sense of pride from the
Not
lake.
a sense
but
of pride.
You said you were proud of it.
I get annoyed when everyone's like, it's disgusting. It's so gross.
There's a lot of
really
evidence to
not that bad.
support. What is not that bad?
Because it's not like there's human poop floating around in
There
it.
is
There's
human
There is
poop
human
I have
everywhere.
never seen.
There
okay,
is poop
people act,
everywhere.
People
There's-
act like people take their trash cans and dump it into the lake, and then I'm frolicking in the trash sewage
there's
water.
like-
That's not what it is.
I don't know what
Isn't
people
there,
do.
like a sewage drain that empties into
No,
it? Like,
they wouldn't legally be allowed to let people on that beach if a
or
sewage drain
something
emptied
like
into
that.
it.
There's some storm drain or something that empties into it. That's
No.
real gross.
I believe that the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District has this all under control. So that makes me feel a little bit better.
You should grow up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm just
Grow
going by
up,
this
submerge
guy's-
yourself,
So gross.
submerge yourself in
It's
it.
so gross. You're gonna
He
die.
went in on a day when they said don't go in, and he
Well, that's
got
his
a
fault.
rash.
They specifically post every single day. They post if it's safe or not to go in.
Okay, well, I'm just telling his story.
No, what I'm saying is that that's a common thread amongst so many people. And if you go in on a day where they say, hey, don't do this, that's your fault.
This is what you hear from the people on your Lake Erie chat room?
No, not my Lake Erie chat room.
I hear this
Didn't
from
you do
so
that
many
once?
people. All these people are constantly complaining about the lake to Mary.
Yeah, I
She
did.
hears it nonstop.
Didn't you go in one day when you weren't supposed to go in?
I was hammered. I woke up drunk and then continued day drinking. Went to Edgewater by myself. Couldn't believe there was no one there. And I went in the water and I shouldn't have, and I got a real nasty yeast infection. But I was day drunk from the last night, so I was 2-day drunk and wasn't paying any attention. That is my fault for not checking the website.
Well, you were drunk.
Yes.
Could be forgiven for that. But then you go out there hammered, get you're like, I'm not done drinking.
You don't know who said it.
I want a mouthful of Lake Erie water.
There's a seasoned water. You say it is a, you go hurt it if it gets in your stomach. You know, fizz that, Jack Daniels.
Yeah, all that. I got a break. I'll have money for you, 3:30, another chance to go fuel yourself. And then after this break, I'll get you that last pair of tickets if you want to go see In This Moment. They're doing the Agora in September. 35192 if you want to text.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free